If you want your Excel sheet to highlight exactly what you are looking at automatically, imagine selecting a state and the months from this drop-down list shown here, just like that, and the month only just like that. And Excel lights up exact row and exact column and even the matching cell, in addition of finding the revenue that made in this state for that specific month, and that all without an additional single click. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a powerful interactive formatting using just drop-down list and one simple smart formula. Let's bring your spreadsheets to life, step by step. But before we start, and as usual, let me tell you that the file we will be using in this video is linked below in the description. You can download it and follow along with me step by step. Alright, let's get started by checking the data that will be used in our today's video. It's a very small table made of 13 columns. These 12 columns are representing the total sales for each specific month, while the first one is representing the states list where the store or the branch located in. So the question here, how can we use the tool of the conditional formatting to highlight the data we are searching for? Let's answer that question. But for those who don't know exactly what is the conditional formatting, let me make it simple for you. Conditional formatting is one of the most important tools in Microsoft Excel. It helps you to highlight or make a specific formatting for a specific cell or a group of cells or even multiple tables based on some criteria or based on their value, which you already determine it inside the conditional formatting tool itself. And if you are asking how conditional formatting works, let me tell you that conditional formatting basically is depending on the value of the cell, in addition to the criteria or the requirements you put in the conditional formatting window. So it's comparing the value inside the cell to the criteria you already put in the conditional formatting window, and then highlight the cells that its value equivalent or meet the criteria you already put before. Now let's stop wasting our time and let's clear that conditional formatting from the entire sheet, and clear also that the very first thing we need to do here is to prepare our data validation list. It's simply to do, we need to create a drop-down list that containing these 10 states we have, and also we need to create another drop-down list that contain that 12 month to be able to select each one from an individual drop-down list. So what we're gonna do is to select the first cell we need to create the drop-down list, which should include the state list. From data menu, we need to go for data validation. We will have this pop-up window in front of us, so we need to just select from here a list, and then from the source we need to select this list of states we have. This is our reference to create a drop-down list for the states, and then pressing enter. Now we have a drop-down list that contains the 10 states that our branches or our stores are located in. We will do the same for the months. We'll select the cell, and from data we'll select data validation, and then we'll choose from this list as list, and the source will be different from the first one to be selecting this 12 month, and then pressing enter. Okay, so now we have here the first drop down list containing the states, and the second one is containing this 12 month. All we need to do just to getting the revenue, we will seek the help for a lookup function. And as long as we have two variables here, we have the variable number one is the state and the second variable is the month. So we will go to use whether XLOOKUP or index match or any other function that deal with multiple variables. So because we already explained index and match at this video, and by the way, I'll keep the link of this video in the description below, you can check it. We will start by equal index, and then the very first thing needed for the index is the array. So the array is the range that contain the data we are searching for in addition to the result we are seeking to get. We will not fix anything because we will not drag our formula to any way, and then pressing comma from our keyboard. For the row number, we don't know the row number and we don't know the column number because they are variables, so we are going to use match here. And as we agreed before, that match function can help you to get the row number or the column number of a specific cell or in a specific selection. So the first thing here needed is the row number, so we are seeking to get the state, so we'll select here the state to be in the lookup value, and then comma. Then select the range that include our state or the value we are searching for, and then comma, 0 for an exact match, and close our bracket. Now the row number formula is ready. All we need to do is just to type a comma to move to the column number where we will use the same function, which is match, to get it. But now we are searching for the month, so we'll select the months here and then comma. For the lookup array, now we are seeking to get the column number in our selection area, so we will select all of that and then comma, 0 for exact match, close our bracket for match, and close our final bracket for index, then pressing enter. So for Nevada in month June, this is the revenue. Let's have a check. This is Nevada. Let's see how the revenue was in June. It's 155.5k. It's the same number like here. This is the first step just to get the revenue. Then we have to move to the second thing we need here is to link this table and this table with the conditional formatting. How could we do that? All we need to do is to just selecting our area we need to be highlight, and then from home menu go for conditional formatting and just click for a new rule. Then we will go down for the user formula to determine which cells to format. That option allows us to create a specific formula that its result, whether it's a true or false. If the result of any cell meet this criteria, or let's say it's true, then the conditional formatting will apply on it. But what is exactly the formula we'll type here? We just need to type a formula that its result will be a true or false, or as we call it, a logical formula. So let's start by typing equal and then select the first cell in our states list. And as you can see, you can find that this cell is totally fixed, whether it was the row or the column. But here we are seeking to just highlight the total row that matches this state in our drop-down list. So we need our formula to move through this selection or this entire rows, checking which one of these states matches our selection in this drop-down list. So all we need to do is to just clear this $sign before number 3 to make it more dynamic to check this all range that includes these states. And then after that we will type equal, then select our state here to link the first table with our little table in the blue. Then we will determine which formatting we need to format our cells if it matches our selection. For example, let's have this color and then OK, and then finally press OK here. So as we can see, this entire row were selected, and if we try to change the selection from here, from this drop down list, it will move based on our selection. Let's do the same for the column, or in our case for the month. Let's select the entire area, and from the conditional formatting, click new rule, and then go for use a formula to determine which cells to format. Then begin with equal, and then select the first month in our table. And in this case, we need this formula to check each column that contain each month name and match it with the selected month here. So we will keep number 2 as fixed, and then just clear the $sign before the C column to make it able to move through these all columns. And then type equal and just select the month's name from our drop-down list here. Then we can choose our format. Let's keep it as the same format as the row was. Click on OK, and finally click on OK. So now we have June here. It's highlighted also. Now we can, if we try to select another month, it works. It selected the months we already pre-selected from our drop-down list. Now how we could differentiate the cell that coming from the intersection between the row and column we already selected before. Let's replicate the same steps as follow. We will select the entire area, and from the conditional formatting we will select a new rule, and then use a formula to determine which cells to format. We will select the first cell here, and for this case we will remove the $sign at all, because we need our formula to move across our entire selection, because I don't know where is this value exactly is located in my selection. And then I'll press equal, then select my formula. Now we can format it with a different format. Let's have this color and click OK, and then finally click OK. Now you have your table is ready. The selected state is highlighted and the selected row is highlighted. In addition to the revenue you are searching for is highlighted with a different color. So let's have a try if we change that state to be, for example, Florida, and this for May. Now it's selected and it's dynamic. That was a straightforward example about how to use dynamic conditional formatting in Excel to make your worksheet looks more professional. Finally, remember that the file is used in this video is linked below in the description. You can download it and try it by yourself. If you found this helpful, give it a thumb up and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful Excel tutorials that save your time and boost your skills, because we are just getting started with Excel secrets that makes your life more easier. And just drop me a comment to tell me what you need to see in the next video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.